Hey, this is Big Red. I am going to take you through Hero Reset to redo a lineup using AGI manipulation to draw fire towards one of your heroes to allow your other two attack heroes to decimate your opponent's back row, which is a lot and a huge mouthful. So let's start. If you go to your satellite nexus and go not to recruit, to ascend, you can reset heroes. This does cost diamonds if they're over the level of 31, but you do get back the exact memento coin that you spent. So I'm going to be resetting Enrique. I'm going to be keeping Ken, Kelly, Harmon. I'm going to be using Roland. I'm going to use Jesse. All right, I think that's who I wanted to reset. Let me go double check in my heroes. So the goal right now is to use Kin, Kelly, Harmon, Roland, and Jesse. That's our goal. I went ahead and took all of their gear off. There is a reason for this. I want to manipulate. Go down and press this little apostrophe or exclamation point. It gives you info. It'll tell you what the AGI is. So AGI without any gear at a level 80 kin is 481. For Kelly, it's 417. Harmon is 583. And we're going to be using Roland, who's 507. And we're also using Jesse, who is 382. We want to keep Jesse as the lowest AGI. We want to do that so that she draws the most attacks from your opponent and player versus player and frees up and saves the other two attack heroes from taking damage so that they can destroy the other person's back row. And once I get through, I will try to show you this. So we already have Kin at 80. We are gonna go ahead and break through to 80 on Kelly. Now that brings her AGI up to 437. We're going to check to make sure that that is still more than the 382. You want your back row to be as strong as possible. We still don't have to worry about our tanks because he's got 507 and Harmon has 583 without any gear. Gear will up those stats, especially the chest and headpieces. So we are going to go ahead and take Kelly up to 85 because she has less AGI than Kin. Oh, so that changed her AGI to 467. which is great. So we're going to have an 85, an 80, and then we'll have Jesse. Jesse can probably be leveled up once. So 467 compared to our 382. Let's break her through once and see how that does. 382. So we're at 382 versus 467, which would leave room for gear. Now we are going to go ahead and place gear. Well, first let me show you what the CP power will be. So we're going to have, and these slots are numbered for a reason. Slot 1 is your first tank, slot 2 is your second, and then the back row is 3, 4, and 5. Do not just auto refill, it'll put people wherever. All right, so we are going to put Ken in. I don't want Ken there. I want Ken. I want Jesse, and then Ken, and then Kelly. We're going to do Harmons and then Rollins. Then we are going to refill. You can see I don't have enough shields right now to do a full lineup. You can adjust by tapping on the empty people space and then sliding to even out when you don't have full troops. All right, so this without gear at these levels are going to give you 1,000,000. I think we're going to level up either Ken or Roland. Go back into a sun. No, go to hero. So he is at 507. Roland is strong. Then we've got 583 at 75. Or we could put, we can't break. Ooh, I can break through and bring up Ken. That will bring her up to 481. So we're going to have two 85s, a 75, and two 70s. That is what we are going with. Check what that CP is without any gear. No gear, not full troops. We're going to have 1,000,000 CP. Now we're going to place the gear. I'm going to start with Harmon because I already know exactly what I'm going to put on him. You can go down here to set. It'll show you your set pieces of your elite and your epic. He is going to go in my Hurricane epic set. We can just press it because I didn't have them on anybody. But yep, that's good. So piece he's wearing has 44 AGI. The piece he's not wearing is 36. But what you want to check on epic gear is the last two stats. Well, this one's got vitality and damage mitigation, and the other one has defense and damage mitigation. I'm going to go ahead and keep the higher piece on him. You can see where it changed his AGI all the way up to 679. I'll take it back off because it's easy to take his off and put it back on. So he's at 583 before gear, and after year, he's going to be at 679. Gear is important. You can see here, no matter what class it is, whether it's Death, Castle, Hurricane, Reaper, your head and your chest piece are both going to have the main thing is Vitality and AGI. All right, so he is set. Now I'm going to do, not you, I'm going to do Kelly. Kelly beforehand is going to be at 467. Right there. We're going to go ahead and start placing pieces on her. I don't have any full epic of the death or apocalypse. She would be an apocalypse strength. There's only 2 or 3 that do really, really well in death strength. So instead of putting her in that, I am going to be putting her in Reaper, Strength. I'm going to come down here. You always want to put full sets on your heroes. If you do half sets, it's just not worth it to skip out on the bonus that you get for 4 pieces. So I've got different pieces I can pick from here that are all level 15. So I'll pick that one and then I'll show you the difference. So they're going to have the same first few stats. The last stat is what will be different. So this one has immunity, this one has defense, this one has attack defense versus weapon. This one would have AGI, which is what I should have on Kelly anyway. So we can just go ahead and make that happen. Yes, I do disassemble all my blue gear. I keep purple and orange. I will throw blue gear onto production heroes, and I'll tell you why in a different video. Oh, that one's on somebody. This is all gear I've forged that's locked. If you forge anything, it's automatically locked, even if it's not good gear. I'm not worried about dissembling too much because I could always just take it off of a production hero. Mm. I'm going to replace that. All right. And then we've got her jacket. This one's immunity. This one's vitality. Make this easier. Weapons defense. That's the one I should level up, but right now we're going to go for an immunity. And then down here it shows you on the lower right that you're going to get the 2-piece and the 4-piece bonus. So you're going to get 5% and you're going to get ignore 35% defense. That will bring us to a grand total of 549, which is respectable for a back row attack hero. Now we are going to do Ken. Ken, it can be in death strength. That's what I have her set her up for right now. Now, to get the important added strength, you do not need to have a full set of death strength. You need to have the weapon and the accessory be death strength. And you can mix colors because all chest and headpieces are all AGI based. So I'm going to put intelligence. I've got epic for that. You can compare it to the death strength. It is much better. I know they're not near the same level, but percentage wise, that AGI is not going to go up when you upgrade. The only thing that's going to increase is going to be your plus 17 and your plus 11 for vitality and AGI. These bottom ones that you have to unlock, they don't increase as you level it up. They just unlock. So I'm going to keep her in the death intelligence helmet, and then I'm going to put on a strength, and it'll still give you the death 4-piece bonuses. All right. And that is going to put him up to 618. So we got 618. We've got 549. 679. And that is going to bring us to Roland. We want Roland to be super strong too. And he is going to go. Roland can be in castle, strength, or intelligence. Either one. You can mix them. It's fine as long as they're castle. So let's go ahead and compare these two pieces. See, they're both at the same level. They're going to be the same for the strength and the crit rate. And then the unlocked percentages, it's just the last two that are different. One is strength. The other one is attack. One's crit rate, one's AGI. I'm going to keep him in the, you know what? I'm going to put him in the strength. And then we're going to do the intelligence glasses. That's going to give him an additional 29 for the AGI. And then I'm going to put him in this one, but I'm going to check it against these. This one has a percentage plus for vitality. The other one has a flat plus 18. And also for this one. I'm going to give him higher AGI. Then we're going to put this one on him. So technically I've put him in castle strength, but I've equally raised his strength and his intelligence, which is fine because I get my bonuses, I get a strength bonus, and I don't have a full set. That is going to take him up to 609. Looks like 549 is what we cannot pass with Jesse. So let's see about Jesse's gear. I put Jesse in Hurricane. Always. So why don't you put this? We'll start off with the highest gear that I have available to put her in, and then we will see what that does to her vitality. Not, or not her vitality, her AGI. That puts her up at 475. And we're trying not to surpass 549. So I could probably level her up once. And if not, we can always just lower the quality of her gear. All right, so we're now at 475. And over here, or sometimes it takes a moment. All right, so her AGI went to 508, which is still lower than Kelly's. So that is perfect. We're going to check in the lineup. We've gone from 1,052,000 to 1,452,000. Here is great. Now, the reason I've done this and mixed levels, AGI, all of that is so when you are attacking a player, it's not going to work so well in arena, or not arena. It will work well in arena. It will work well against other players. Will not work well in exploration and expedition because those are AI based instead of going off of player stats per se. All right, want them that way. We're gonna try it. Now, the way it would work in player versus player is instead of it being turn based, that slot 1 is always attacked the most for the tanks. But player versus player, they're gonna target all of these back row busters. So Benson, Marlene, Blanche, Kin, Kelly, all of those players would target Jesse and leave my 2 attackers alone so that they could defeat. But you can see it still works fairly well in exploration. If you have any questions, just let me know in my Discord cookies. If anything wasn't clear, I can always make another video.